Hey everyone, welcome again to Rainbow Tarot UK. It's lovely to have you here. If you're new or if you're a returning viewer, as I always say, it's great if you're tuning in to my channel. I really appreciate it. So in today's reading we're going to be doing, aren't we? It's really aimed at people that are in connections that are a little bit confusing, that don't really know what's going on, what's going on with their person, what's going on in the connection, how is your person thinking and feeling. So that's the sort of thing that we're going to be looking at today, and we're going to be just focusing on our three piles in just a moment. So I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Okay guys, so here we have our three piles with our reading today of what is actually going on, what's really going on between you and your person, what's really going on with them. So the first pile is this card, which says Toil and Labour, card number 38 with a little amethyst stone here. That's our first group. Pile number 2 is this card, the beautiful card that says The Gift, card number 17 with our little red stone. And then pile number 3 is the Mature Man, card number 5, with our little blue stone here. So as usual, like I always say, use your intuition, go for the pile that's calling for you, the one that's speaking to you, that's probably got the messages. There might be more than one pile, and that's absolutely fine. Always remember it's a general reading, so just only take the messages that feel good to you, that feel right for you, that feel, that resonate with you. Don't ever take one that doesn't resonate with you, that doesn't feel right. And it's timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. But other than that, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So in today's reading, we're looking at, what's really going on, what is happening in the connection, what's happening with your person, what are they thinking, what are they feeling. So it's really for a reading for people that are a little bit confused right now in their situation, and you chose to come into the reading under this card number 30, and it's called Toil and Labour. And I don't know if you can see that scene, but it depicts it's a bit upsetting, this scene actually. It's I mean, this is from the Kipper deck, and it's all sort of 19th century scenes really, but this is basically one of those kind of terrible factories in the 19th century. It reminds me of sort of like one of the UK factories in the north of the UK, towns or cities in the north of the UK, like Halifax or Bradford, or those sort of places that had that were the booming during the Industrial Revolution around the textile industry, so this shows children labouring, very, very, very cheap labour in these dreadful sort of conditions. So this is your main card. So there you go. So that's quite a trick. It tells me that this this situation might feel like it's quite hard work at the moment, with little reward. So that's what that tells me. That this is very hard work. There's a lot of risks to it. There's a lot of potential harm maybe coming from it, or potential harm from it, and you're just about getting by. You're not getting a lot of reward from it. So maybe that's the kind of energy or the feel of the connection, that you may be in this connection. It doesn't feel like it's giving you much back. You might be feeling like you're putting an awful lot in, because these young children used to work 12, 13-hour days, with only just about earning enough just to literally put food on the table. And it also feels like a card that's quite isolated. So although these girls are kind of in a row, so in a sense it's sort of like you're working with other people, but you're kind of not, you're isolated. So it may feel in this connection that you're in the connection, but you don't actually feel appreciated, valued, connected to that other person. There's a sense of separateness. You might even be in separation. So for some of you might actually be in separation. Because we've got a cat in the background here, so cats always signify independence, and I'm just wondering if like some of you are independent in this connection, or you're feeling like even if you are in the connection, you're sort of on your own, and it feels like hard work. It feels like hard work for not a lot of reward. So that's kind of what I'm picking up there, just generally. We've also got a couple of other, you also went for the little amethyst there, which is beautiful, beautiful stone, and we also went for a couple of other oracle cards. So let's have a look at those. Okay, that's really interesting. So you've got the bee. Well, of course, the bee is also a symbol of work, of hard work. But the bee, I mean, this card is somehow a bit lighter. So I feel like this card is about work, but bees work in collaboration with each other. They're part of the hive. They're working for the good of the community. It has a much more positive feel to it. And they're also creating honey, aren't they? Something sweet. And the colours of this are much more balanced, with this kind of green. So maybe somebody is wanting for the connection to be sweeter, nicer, more collaborative, less harsh. This feels quite harsh, this card, or very harsh. So maybe it's about, maybe it's about recognising that work does need to be done in the connection, that, you do need to collaborate and work together, but it needs to be more rewards. There need to be more rewards. You need to taste that honey. You need to have that honey, if you like. You need to work towards a sweeter connection somehow. What have we got here? Well, this is my Orosoma deck. Oh gosh, I mean, this is unbelievable. This is like the Three of Pentacles, which is also, in the tarot deck, there's like 2 or 3 main work cards, and this is the Three of Pentacles. Now, this could be, you could be asking about a work connection, somebody that you actually work with, because there's 3 cards here. It's all around work, different kinds of work, really. That's harsh work, that's more collaborative work, and this is more collaborative work as well. So the Three of Pentacles always comes up when you want to collaborate with someone. So it could be that you're in separation, and you either want more collaboration, or there needs to be more collaboration. It needs to be more cooperative. You need to work well and better together, rather than feel isolated and alone. So maybe if you're feeling a bit alone in the connection, or you are actually literally alone in the connection because you've separated, there's a need or a desire to come towards each other again and work on the connection, or collaborate with each other better for the good of the connection. So maybe somebody wants that, or both of you want that, or maybe you want that, pile number 1, where you feel less alone, or feel less isolated, or feel less like you're not really getting much. What you or they could both be wanting is a better, more collaborative, equal connection, where you're both working towards something that's going to give you rewards, that's going to give you something back. But it's about communicating better, it's about connecting better, it's about everything not being such hard work. So maybe you recognise that there's work that needs to be done, but there needs to be some rewards as well. It can't all just be toil and labour. It can't all just be work and hard work and drudgery, and not much positivity, really. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. You might be stuck in a situation where it feels like hard work, you're not getting much back, but you want that, you're not ready to give up on it. Or you're in separation from somebody, you're just about getting by, and you want to be able to come towards them again, or they want to be able to come towards you again, and work better again, and collaborate together again, and work towards a kind of, a sweetness between you. To have a bit more sweetness between you, rather than this kind of harshness. So that's kind of what I'm saying. So first of all, let's just find out, if you're not sure, because obviously it's a little bit confusing for you, this particular connection. So let's find out how your person is thinking about you right now. So what is pile number 1's person thinking about pile number 1 right now? What is really going on for them? How are they thinking? What's really going on in their thoughts for pile number 1 right now? The Sun. Okay. The Magician. Okay. And the Chariot. Oh gosh. Okay. So, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Three of Wands. So this might be for a lot of you a situation that's a bit stuck. It might be why we have the toil and labour. These 3 children are stuck in this factory. They haven't got any other options. They've got to do that. They've got no rights. They've got no other options. They've just got to do that just to survive. So this is the Three of Wands, and that is about being sort of stuck, it being a bit stagnant. So maybe this person is thinking that the situation is a bit stuck, a bit stagnant, there's not really much movement. They would like there to be more movement though, because the Three of Wands is very much like the Three of Pentacles. I feel like with the Three of Wands, like it's you waiting to kind of move a situation forward. Maybe there's some seeds that have already been laid for it, but you're waiting to move it forward. And the key to this card is that you need to be proactive, really. So I feel like if you're in separation, I feel like this person is thinking that they need to be proactive to bring it back together again, to work at it again, because they are thinking that it brings them happiness, that it brings them sunshine, that they want that back. It might be that you're in a situation where it's all got a bit humdrum, it's got really difficult, there's a lot of challenges in it. It just feels like you're getting by day to day. You're just, barely the two of you keeping your head above water. But with these two other cards, they want it to be nicer, because this is a much more collaborative situation rather than this kind of harsh situation where it's kind of like all hard work and no play, really. What they're wanting and what they're thinking is that, they do want to work at it. I feel like, if you're in a situation where you're in separation or you're going through a difficult time, they do want to work at it with the Three of Wands here, but it's a bit stagnant. They recognise it's a bit stagnant at the moment, it's a bit stuck. But they actually are thinking that it could revive again, it could be really positive, it could be really sunny again, it could be really happy again. And with the Magician card right in the centre, I'm just feeling like they want to manifest that. They want to manifest something good. They want to be creative. So maybe if like I say, the situation's gone a bit stale, a bit stagnant, they want to bring new life into it with the sunshine here. They want to revive it. They want to make it exciting again. They want to they want to invest in it again. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So if you're in a situation where you're confused because it's been going through a difficult time, you haven't been making much time for each other, or you're in separation or something like that, I feel the way this person is thinking that is that they want to revive it, they want to replenish it, they want to make it sweet again, they want to work at it. And they want to come towards you with the Chariot. They want to come towards you quickly. They want to move. They want there to. I feel like they want it to shift and change and move in a better direction. So they are also conscious that it has maybe either got stuck in a rut, or if you're in separation, they want to move back towards it. But it has to be in a more collaborative way. That's kind of the message. It has to be more collaborative. It has to be more, because bees work in a community. They all work together for the good of the hive, rather than this kind of being dictated to by, the mill owner, because this is in a mill, dictating the terms that you work, forcing you to work long hours, giving you just enough to survive. It's a harsh, regime, isn't it? So what I believe is that this situation needs to be more collaborative. It needs to be more give and take, and that's the way they're thinking. And if it's a bit more give and take, and a bit more collaborative and a bit more working together, then it can really be good. It can really be good, and they would like to do that. I think that's what they would like to do. They would like to be working with you in harmony, as opposed to any other sort of situation where one or both of you might be feeling, it's kind of drudgery, it's hard work, it's harsh. It's a harsh situation. In terms of astrological signs, the Sun is obviously Leo. Chariot is Cancer energy. Three of Wands is Aries energy. So those are just some of the astrological signs that I'm feeling here. Let's see if we can have any other oracle cards for this. So what is really going on between pile number one and the person? What's actually going on in this situation? What's the mood? What's the vibe? What's the energy right now? Believe in the impossible. The blue moon. So yes, it might be that it has got itself into a real rut, that you maybe it's at a bit of a crossroads and you're thinking, is it worth me staying in this situation if you're still in it? Or maybe it's that you've come into separation because it was really difficult, it was really tough, it was really harsh, and it would be almost impossible for the situation to revive or renew or reconcile. But this is like believe in the impossible. So out of this drudgery, harsh situation, that these young girls or these young children found themselves in, in this, you know, terrible factory child labour conditions, it would not seem possible for them to be able to move into a much better quality situation for themselves, where people would listen to them, they could work in harmony together, they'd feel part of a community, you know, instead of feeling alienated and isolated and on their own, and, you know, in a desperate situation. So it would seem like almost impossible for that situation to change into this one. So this is saying, you know, this can change this situation. You know, it might feel like it's impossible, but it can change, it can move forward in a better way if everyone is willing to treat each other fairly, equally, with respect, and collaborate together as part of a proper sort of team, really. What else have we got here? Sorry. Let's ask, you know, that's how they're thinking. How is part number one's person feeling right now about part number one? How are they feeling right now about pile number one and this connection? Four of Cups. How are they feeling right now about pile number one and this connection? Ace of Wands. I feel like this one's calling me. And the Magician again. The Magician's come up twice. And then the overarching energy is the Emperor. I feel like they want to master it. I think their feelings are, they want to come up. If you're in separation, I mean, the Emperor, the overall energy is the Emperor. So we had the overall energy is the Three of Wands, where it was a little bit stuck. Here's a period of waiting. So maybe you're in separation, maybe you're on pause, maybe it's stuck and stagnant. If you're in a situation with them or you're in a current relationship with them, there doesn't seem to be any movement. But with the Emperor, I mean, the Emperor is the key card of strategy and planning. And I feel like this person wants a strategy and wants a plan somehow. But I'm just getting this hit that you need to take the emotion out of it. Something like that. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's a specific message for somebody, because the Emperor's quite a detached card. It's all in their head, so it's all thinking and strategy and rationale and planning. So maybe to move this situation, they need to somehow take the emotion out of it and just be very rational and clear thinking in this situation. So maybe emotions are high, maybe emotions are running high, and with the collaboration here, there needs to be a lot of planning and thinking and strategizing, and that is how they are feeling, that they feel they have to be more. So maybe they were a little bit they didn't have much of a plan before, they weren't very strategic before, they didn't have much of an idea of how the situation was going to move forward, or they were a little bit procrastinating or something like that. I think they're feeling now that they want to have a strategy, they want to have a plan, and they need to just kind of, you know, maybe stop dithering or daydreaming or procrastinating. It's about being really clear. I mean, with the Ace of Wands right underneath this Magician, they're feeling like they want a passionate new beginning, a passionate new start. I feel like there's a lot of revival in this. I feel like if this situation has been down in the dumps, or it's been drudgery, or it's just been problems, or it's just been issues, and you've just been just about been getting by. If you're in that kind of connection, they want to revive it, they want to make it happy again, they want to make it better. They want to make it passionate and exciting and fun and happy again, and they want to revive attraction and chemistry and all of that. And I think they feel they can do it with the Magician card coming up twice. I think they feel that they can really create and manifest something again. Now, they might be thinking that you're not interested, because underneath the Sun, which is them thinking it could bring them happiness, this Four of Cups, which is somebody who is turning their back. Four of Cups is usually somebody sort of turning their back on someone trying to offer them something. They can't really see it. You know, they can't really appreciate it or see it. So maybe they're thinking, you know, they would like to revive it, or they would like to bring it back, but, you know, you can't really see it. You can't really, you know, you're sitting there in the shade. It's funny because you've got the Sun above it, but then this girl is sitting in this shade. The umbrella is causing this shade over her. So it just makes me feel that maybe they're thinking that you can't really see it. you wouldn't really be interested, possibly. But I think that they want this new beginning, this new start. But it has to be, I think as well they're hoping it has to be a forgetting of what's gone on before. There has to be a complete letting go of the way it was before, this kind of factory situation, like getting rid of that. Because that, this is a toxic situation. This is toxic for these young children. This is a dreadful situation for them to be in, but they feel like they had no choice. They had to be in that situation to survive, and I think this person is thinking, that can't be. We can't have that anymore. It can't be that way. This connection. It has to be a much nicer, warmer, loving connection. That's probably why you got the Magician twice, because we have to manifest something brand new, something much better. And it may seem a bit impossible, but I think this person is feeling that they would like to be able to do that. And with the Ace of Wands, I think this is a beautiful Ace of Wands, actually. I feel that they feel a strong magnetism towards you still, certainly with the Sun card here. And we've got this Swan in the Magician here. Swans mate for life, don't they? And a butterfly. So again, it goes to that idea of transformation. There needs to be a transformation. And I think that's what this person is feeling. So what's really going on is that I feel like this situation is either going through a very tough time, a difficult time, just about hanging on, or you're in separation because it was really tough, really difficult. It was maybe exploitative, it was maybe toxic. Somebody wasn't being treated right, because in this card, these children are not being treated right, but obviously the mill owner is getting all the profits, aren't they? In an exploitative way, because they're exploiting these children to make huge profits. That's how those factories worked in the 19th century. They used that labour, to make the huge profits that they did. I mean, that is capitalism right there. So, in its worst form. So, I think like this what this person is saying is that, this relationship, or what's really going on in this relationship, is there needs to be a much equal, fairer, collaborative way in which you operate. And I think this person wants that, but there needs to be some planning around it. There needs to be a strategy. And again, it's a lot about communication. So I feel like this person feels the way forwards in this situation is to communicate and come up with a clear plan where both parties gain from it. And it's not just one person gaining more over the other. So let's see what else we have got. Any other cards here? Pile number one and their person. Any other angel cards for pile number one? What's really going on in this situation? Is there any advice? Any advice from Spirit for pile number one in this situation, please? Any advice? Support, yeah. Either you, I feel like, maybe you felt you needed support in this situation, or this situation means that you both need to support each other. Or show each other greater support, because here there is no support, whereas these two cards is all about collaboration and support. So I feel it's about, if you're coming back together, maybe you need to support each other, see each other as equals. There's something about that. But also for you, pile number one, maybe there's a need for you to go inside and gain some inward support from your guides, your intuition. I think that's also them telling you to do that. If you're not sure about, this whole situation, but there is inward support for you. I might get one more from here. So, any other... Oh, this one seems to want to come out. So let's see what this one says. Princess, you can be your own knight. Okay, so maybe, again with the support card, it's about you in this situation, realising your own worth. Maybe this situation didn't before treat you with worth, certainly with this toil and labour, didn't give you value. And maybe what you're wanting is to be valued more, is to be more valued, or that other person is wanting to be valued more. But there's certainly a whole thing about this reading about this situation can't continue unless it is equal, it is give and take. It is somebody valuing the other person and the other person valuing them. You know, it's got to be fairer. It's got to be more balanced. And I feel your person understands that and they want that too. But there might be some challenges with it, and it isn't something that you can just jump. It isn't something that's just going to happen. You both. It's a lot of work. It is work to make that happen, but the work has to this time round be more collaborative, be more loving, be more supportive, be more and have a clear strategy and plan really about how it's going to move forward, and how you're going to support each other. But anyway, pile number 1, that's been reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, then please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, and welcome back to your reading. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I'd click the button there, so I might have had a bit of a funny noise at the beginning there, so apologies for that. So anyway, sorry, so you chose to come into this reading, which is, you know, what is actually going on in this connection, what's going on with your person. So it's people that are a little bit confused, they don't really know what's happening for whatever reason. So you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is card number 17, which says gift. There you go, lovely card, gift, and also this beautiful little red stone here. And also pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards here, so let's have a look at those. Okay, so this one, which is part of the air suit, and that is the vulture. Okay, and then also got a couple of my oracle deck, but this actually relates to the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, which is bottle 40. And it says, I say yes to the situations, circumstances and conditions of life. Self-realisation or self-knowledge. Okay, so that's Page of Cups. Plus, you had 2 of these. I don't think everyone else had 2 of those. So this is the 4 of Pentacles. So a lot of 4s in this. Yeah, so it says, my aim is to see life anew with love. Go with the flow. Right, so what have we got here? So what is going on? Now this is card number 17, and that cancels down to 8. Interestingly, 4 goes into 8. So 4, I'm just noticing the 4s here, because we have the 4 of Pentacles. We also have 8, so 4 goes into 8. So 4 is about laying foundations, making plans, and 8 is also about order, achievement, stability. I mean, what I'm getting sort of just intuitively here is that because vultures, obviously, what do vultures do? I mean, they circle, don't they, around something that's dying, or, you know, because they want to eat dead flesh. That's what they do. So they're also associated with, often with kind of change, transformation, rebirth, because there is an association to them with sort of like death, which is often about rebirth. It's got all this purple around it as well. So they've got a very important, I feel like they're very important spiritually, because they do a very important job, really, because they clean up, they clean up carcasses, don't they, to all intents and purposes. They play an important role in kind of getting rid of that debris. But they have a bit of a negative, they don't look very pretty, do they? They have a bit of a negative reputation, I guess, but actually they do a very important job. But I feel like with this, what I'm getting is that maybe some of you are inquiring about a situation that has maybe come into separation, yeah. And with the Page of Cups and the gift, I feel like someone wants either an apology or wants to come back in to the situation, just for some of you, because you've got the gift, literally somebody coming in giving a gift, and then the Page of Cups is about a new beginning, and it can also be an apology. So I feel like somebody, just for some of you, somebody might be circling like a vulture to come back into the situation, to try and get back into the situation, to renew it for rebirth, renewal, that kind of thing, because they're still holding on to it with the Four of Pentacles. Sorry, with the Four of Pentacles here, because the Four of Pentacles is a kind of holding on energy. So somebody might still be holding on to this situation, or both of you might still be holding on to the situation in some way, but it might have come into separation and someone wants to come back in offering something or giving something to it, renewing it, reviving it in some way. Or it could be, that this is a situation where someone is just waiting with the vulture to make their move in whatever situation it is, and they want to offer something. So it could be like a crush situation or something like that. They're just waiting to make their move. It might seem, and because vultures eat dead flesh or things that are just on the verge of dying, maybe it feels like the situation is kind of almost dead or almost dying, or it couldn't happen, but this person is just waiting to make their move in some way and to offer something. Concrete and solid with the 4s and 8s. Concrete, solid, stable, where you can build something up again. Or maybe something like some old debris, some old flesh, some old debris. What went on before needs to be cleared so that you can build something new. You can begin something new. But I definitely feel like what's going on in this situation what's really going on is that it's like almost like something, new beginnings, but something has to die in order for new beginnings to happen, or something has to be got rid of in order for new beginnings to happen somehow, something like that. But anyway, let's first of all, so that's sort of a general idea, but let's have a look and see what we've got here. So what is, am I going to use that one? No. I'm going to use this one actually. No, I'm not going to use that one. Sorry. Big thanks if you've liked, shared, subscribed. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that. If you feel like you want to subscribe during the reading because you like it, then please do. But anyway, let's find out then, what are they actually thinking? What is your person actually thinking? What's really going on in pile number, let's take that one, Magician, in pile number 2's person's head. What are they thinking? What's really going on for them? What are their thoughts, their real thoughts? So it's the 9 of Wands. What is really going on in pile number 2's person's head? What are their thoughts right now about pile number 2 and the connection? Can we make this nice and clear for pile number 2, please? What are the person's thoughts right now about pile number 2 and the connection? Page of Wands and the Emperor. Yeah. What are they thinking? With the 2 pages here, I feel like this person does want to come forward and offer something with the pages, because pages is about messages. It's about new beginnings. And I feel with the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, they really want to connect. They're waiting. With the Vulture here, I feel like they're circling. They're just waiting for the right time. So there might be something around timing, and they want to offer something. They want to offer something to you, is to bring you in. I feel like that's what's going on here. So you might be in separation from this person, or it might be like a crush situation where you're just not sure if they're going to make a move. And I feel like they do want to make a move, but they are waiting for the right time. They're planning it with the Emperor here. I think the overarching energy is the Emperor. They're planning it. It might be a bit of a work thing with the Emperor here. They might be in a position of authority over you. Just for some of you, that's very specific. But with the Emperor, that's all about strategy. It's all about planning. And I feel this person is just waiting with the Vulture. They're just waiting for that right time. Maybe you've had a connection with them before as well. Like I said, it's not just a crush and attraction. You've had a situation with before, and they're still holding on to it with the 4 of Pentacles. They're still holding on to the memory of that. They're still holding on to that. They're still invested in that in some way, and they want to come back to it, and they're looking for the right time. But with the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Wands is about challenges. The 9 of Wands is about challenges. I think what this is telling me is that they're thinking that they've got to be bold. They've got to make a bold move, really. They've got to be courageous. And with the vulture here, maybe they've just got to also not worry about what other people think, not worry about what other people would think about them coming towards you in some way or something like that, you know, because the vulture has got a bit of a dodgy, not a dodgy reputation, like I say, they do a very important job, but they're not seen in the most positive way generally. They have that kind of reputation. So maybe it's something about, well, you know, maybe some people might judge me if I come towards pile number 2 or whatever, but I'm just going to do it because it's really, really, really important for me, for them, for my development. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to take the plunge. I'm just going to overcome the challenges that there might be in moving towards pile number 2. I'm going to be bold because here we can see somebody standing up strong, going for it. They're just going to go for it. I feel like that's right, central. So in their thinking, they know they're going to go for it. They know they're going to go for it, but the timing is really important, and that's why they're having to plan. They want to come towards you. They see you as exciting. I think they're very excited by you with the Page of Wands here. There might be a bit of an age difference for some of you, or it might require them to be bold and have the confidence and the, you know, like the confidence of youth, you know, like when you just, with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, they just have to sort of, I mean, they might not be young, but like the action of coming forwards or coming towards you or taking a step or whatever just requires like complete optimism and the confidence of youth, of, you know, a sort of young energy and enthusiastic energy. I feel like they've got a lot of enthusiasm to take a bold action, to take a bold step towards you and to manifest something here. Definitely to manifest something here, to create something, to bring something about with a magician. They feel like they've got all the resources, all the tools to be able to do it, but they have to, I think they're thinking they've got to offer you something. So maybe this, I don't know, maybe this is something where they feel they've got to either offer you an apology, give you a gift, say something, you know, do something impressive. That's what I'm getting. Do something impressive, really. So that might be why we have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. You know, they have to show enthusiasm. They have to be really into it, really. They have to show you that they're really into it in some way. So I think what's going on in this connection is that if you're in separation from this person, which you might be, they want to come towards you. They're waiting for the right time. If it's a crush situation or an attraction situation, they are definitely noticing you. They want to take bold action here. They're planning it. They see you as exciting, as attractive. They may see you as a little bit independent here because this Page one's got a little cat by them. So maybe they see you as exciting, attractive, magnetic, alluring, but independent, but pretty independent here. That's how they are thinking currently. But in terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Nine of Wands, that is Sagittarius energy. Page of Wands could be any of the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So there's a lot of fire here because the Emperor is Aries. So I feel like there's a lot of fire here with this person. And I feel like they are just sitting there waiting. They're just waiting for that right moment. But I feel like with all the purple around this vulture and the connection to death, I feel like there is a strong spiritual connection between the two of you, or they feel a strong link with you. Certainly. I feel like they might be... I feel they might be a bit of an old soul somehow. Or you might be a bit of an old soul. But there's a lot of youth and energy to the both of you. There's a lot of youth and energy to them, but they've got like an old soul. Really, they're very wise. There's a lot of wisdom to them, and there may be a lot of wisdom to you because the Emperor is also very wise. Got a very wise head on their shoulders. They are above the kings, and all the kings have wise energy. They have balanced energy, but they've got enthusiasm and optimism, and you know they've got it all really. I feel this person, and they think that you've got it all too. But anyway, let's see what else. So that's how they're thinking. How are they feeling? How is pile number 2's person feeling currently towards pile number 2? How's pile number 2's person currently feeling towards pile number 2? Oh, the Sun. The Sun and the Five of Pentacles. So maybe they were left out in the cold, or maybe they feel you left them out in the cold, or somebody was left out in the cold here with the Five of Pentacles. How are they feeling? But I feel like even that, there's a sense of, with this beautiful image, I don't normally get it, and this is a lovely depiction of the Five of Pentacles. Normally the Five of Pentacles is being left, oh no, what am I talking about? That's not the Five of Pentacles. Why do I think, this is the Page of Pentacles. My mistake, pile number 2. I'm so sorry about that. But maybe, now I've said that, maybe there was an element of being out in the cold in this, or somebody felt out in the cold. Because I remember thinking, gosh, that's a beautiful Five of Pentacles. But it's the Page of Pentacles. It's another page. So you've got the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So there's so much enthusiasm and optimism that this person has for you and this connection. It might be a very young, like I say, a very new connection. It might be a crush situation, because Pages is at the very beginning, the seed. So there's a seed of excitement, a seed of love, a seed of wanting to make it concrete. So maybe it's renewal and starting absolutely from the beginning again, or maybe it is a crush situation where you haven't started it to begin with, but they want to, they really want to. They want to overcome the challenges and make it into a new beginning here. Because I'm just being drawn to this Page's white dress. I think they see you as very pure, very loving, very caring, and it goes with the Sun card here. I mean, I just think they see you as so bright and beautiful, like you shine, you really, really, really shine. But you're partly hidden though, because this Sun image has something, this bird over there, a bird? Yeah, this bird sort of covering their face. You might be a little bit hidden from them at the moment. They might not be able to, with the vulture here, they might not be able to access you immediately. They're just, again, but it's a bird, you know, they're waiting, they're circling, they're waiting to see, because you're shining. You're a temptation to them, like the vulture, you know, the vulture is looking, it's a temptation, it's waiting to pounce. You are a temptation to them, you shine bright, and they want you, they want that with you, definitely. They feel it. They feel happiness. And how else is pile number 2's person? How is pile number 2's feeling right now in the connection? How is pile number 2's person feeling right now about pile number 2 in the connection? The Seven of Swords. And the Six of Pentacles, right, yeah. They want, I mean, the Six of Pentacles is reciprocated energy. So I think they want to be able to, they want they want to be able to work with you. They want to be able to be with you, definitely. Now the Seven of Swords is interesting that has come up, because the Seven of Swords normally talks about a bit of trickery. So again, with how they're feeling about you, maybe their feelings are hidden. Maybe it's a crush situation. Their feelings are hidden. They can't be open about their feelings. They have to keep it under wraps. But the Seven of Swords can also be an unexpected, doing something unexpected. So maybe they're feeling like they want to do something unexpected. So maybe you're not expecting them to come towards you. You're not expecting them to make a move in some way, but they will do it. But also this particular Seven of Swords shows this. I always read this one as well, is that, you know, they might have a lot of options and choices, but they are choosing you. They are choosing you. They have chosen this one specific egg from this basket of eggs. I mean, you could read it that they've taken something that doesn't belong to them, but my feeling in this is that they are, because they're cherishing it, they're holding it lovingly to their heart. So my sense is that they've chosen you, they want you, they've picked you above others. That's kind of what I'm saying. They might, and that's why you've got the vultures, because they're waiting, they've swooped in, they know where you are, they can see you, and they're going to come in and connect with you. That's kind of what I'm feeling, because they feel there's a devotion here. They're holding on. You might have had a connection with them in the past, like I said, and they're still holding on. So they've still got memories of that. And maybe before it wasn't equal, but this time around they want it to be reciprocated. But But maybe again, see, this particular Six of Pentacles, somebody is getting all the tea and somebody isn't. It's making me thinking of tea as well. So maybe there was some gossip in this situation before, or they are worried about gossip, that there might be gossip in this situation. Because tea is, you know, what's the tea on someone? What's the gossip on someone? But it also means as well that they're feeling that you might have all the power, or you might have more power in this situation, or there's an imbalance of power. But normally the Six of Pentacles is about reciprocated energy, but here this person is getting all the tea and this one's not getting any. So maybe there's something like that. They're feeling there's an imbalance of power, maybe. Maybe it's just that they feel that they've got more feelings for you than you have, or something like that, or that they would want to come back into the situation more than you would, or connect in the situation more than you do. Maybe there's something like that going on. But I definitely feel this person is thinking very highly of you. They're just waiting for the right moment, and they're doing a lot of planning, and they feel that you bring them happiness. You bring them happiness. Somehow they are choosing you. They've chosen you, and they see you as in a very loving way. With all these pages here, some of you might actually work with children. They might work with children, because there's a lot of children. You might have children. They might have children. Children might be in also this little nest with all these eggs in it. So there might be a lot of children for you or for them. Either you have them, you work with them, you know, they might have a family or something like that. But anyway, let's see whether we've got any guidance here for pile number 2. Is there any guidance for pile number 2? What else is going on between pile number 2 and their person? What's really going on between pile number 2 and their person? Please make it clear to me what's really going on here. Take time to breathe out. The disseminating moon. So take time to breathe out. That might be why it's about timing, isn't it? Because that's again a reference to time. So maybe there just needs to be there's something about it's like almost like a period of calm before action happens, where you just like, and then you can start again, you know. So I feel like this person is waiting for their time to be right, yeah, and they're just gathering themselves at the moment, so before they come forward. Is there any other message for pile number 2 and their person? Please make it clear to me. Oh, there's 2 that have come out there. What do they say? This says serenity and harmony. There's a lot of calmness in these 3 cards, isn't there? A lot of calmness. Take time to breathe out. So maybe there needs to be calm in this situation. There needs to be I feel like it's a period of calmness before something happens. I feel like it's like almost like it's getting ready for something. It's getting ready to happen. I'm just going to have one more. So part number 2, their person, please. One more, please make it clear to me what's really going on here. What is really going on? Villain. You can always rewrite the story. So maybe someone's done something here with the vulture. Maybe with the vulture card here, someone's done something that hasn't been quite right, or someone has been seen in a way like the vulture, sort of in a misunderstood way, and now it's time to, you know, do it differently or be seen differently. Now it's time to rewrite that. Yeah, so maybe before somebody either did do something wrong, or they were seen to be doing something wrong, and now it's time, it's a second chance, there's another chance for you to, or for them to do it differently. So that might be what's going on here with the vulture card here, you know, to be seen in a different light, in a different way, really. Okay, And I think I'm going to have one more actually. One more. I feel like calling to have one more. Let's see what's going on here. Please make it clear to me what's really going on between card number 2 and their person. What is really going on between card number 2 and their person? Make it clear to me, please. Please make that clear to me. Oh, I feel like that one. So what is this one? Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. There's quite a lot of references to. I've got a lot of musical notes in these cards. I don't know if music means something to the two of you, or there's a song or something like that. There seems to be a lot of music here, musical notes. And this person is dancing, listening to music. Again, it's 4. Card number 4. And again, that's about, isn't it? Laying foundations in some way. So maybe I feel like this person wants to lay foundations. They want to, with the Emperor here, they want to strategize. They want to make a plan. They're just waiting for the time to do that. There's a period of rest, and then they're going to make a move. That's kind of what I feel is going on here. But anyway, part number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. So you have chosen to come into our reading, which is all about, what's really going on in this connection? What's your person thinking and feeling? You're a bit confused, you're not sure. So we're going to take a look at that now. What's going on with them? What's going on in the connection? And you chose to come into the reading under this card number 5, and it says mature man, and also a little blue stone here. And I've also pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards, so let's take a look at those. So we've got the rabbit, as part of the earth suit, the rabbit. And also a couple of my Orosoma cards, which are, this one, which is the Lovers, beautiful red card. Lovely, bottle number 6. 6 is the number of the Lovers card in the deck. And also this one, which is the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. So we've got 2 5s with the mature man, that's 5 too. So, I feel like with the rabbit as well, there might be some challenges. Either this is a situation where there's some challenges to it. It's been challenging, it's been difficult, there's been upheaval, because that can be 5, the number 5. And the 5 of Wands generally in the tarot is about competition, is about having battles, is about competing in some way or facing challenges. So it could be going through some challenges. It could have gone into some challenges and separated. With the rabbit card, this particular, the rabbits can talk about abundance. Often they're a symbol of abundance, but this one, just the pose of this particular rabbit and in this particular deck, it makes me feel like there might be a lot of worry. So somebody might be very worried or anxious, or hyper worried or hyper anxious, because this rabbit is on high alert. With all this red here, with their ears up, their whiskers straight. It just makes me feel this rabbit is really on high alert. So there might be a lot of anxiety or distress going on at the moment. There might be a need to be really, really, really intuitive, to listen to the signs and symbols that you're receiving, to be aware of red flags, if there are any red flags in this situation. So there might be something like that going on. Obviously with the Lovers card here, that can say a number of things. The Lovers card is a significant card to have in a reading, so it makes me feel like the situation is a significant situation. It's got this beautiful deep red. There's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of magnetism, there's a pull. The Lovers can signify sort of like a twin flame soulmate type energy, if you believe in that kind of stuff. But it can also signify a choice in love. So it might be that this is, you're in a situation where there are choices that either you or your person are making, or they have in their kind of love life. So it might be a third party situation or something like that, where they're having to make a choice, or you're having to make a choice, and it's causing anxiety or worry or stress with the rabbit card here. But it could also be a time of abundance. So it could also be providing abundance in your love life. There could be the opportunity for that in some way. But Yeah, so let's see. So with this mature man, this is your main card, and again it's number 5. And so 5s again is challenges. Now this person's doing a lot of thinking and reflection. They're sitting here in their library, you know, trying to gain knowledge, trying to gain insight. It goes with the intuition that you have with the rabbit here. So trying to pick up the knowledge, the signs, the symbols, to maybe gain some insight into this situation. So I feel like maybe you and both of you, are trying to gain wisdom or insight or a way forward in this connection. It might be under challenge, it might be under strain, and you're trying to both find a way forward, or somebody is trying to find a way forward. And maybe you need time to reflect on that, time in a quiet space, because libraries are quiet spaces. It might be a long distance connection here with the world globe here. That might be what's causing anxiety and frustration as well, that you are not geographically close. Maybe there's a need for more wisdom in this connection, or more maturity in this connection, more thought, more reflection, rather than just acting on senses here with the rabbit card. There might be something like that going on as well. A need to give it more thought rather than just react. So maybe with the rabbit card here, that's going to be a reactive card. Maybe there needs to be more thought, more reflection, something like that. But anyway, let's see. These are just some of my initial thoughts on these cards that have come out. But with the Lovers card, it feels like a significant connection. It feels like it's a significant connection for you and a significant connection for your person. Because the Lovers card doesn't come out in any old reading, so it's quite important. And I keep forgetting what this one is, which is the 5 of Wands. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Maybe there's something about you needing to forget the challenges somehow, or put the challenges to one side. Maybe there's something like that going on. But anyway, let's first of all, so big thanks if you've liked, shared, subscribed. Really, really appreciate that. That means a lot, and it also allows the channel to develop and grow, so I can carry on doing readings like this one. So if you feel that you want to subscribe, then please do, and hit the notifications bell so you never miss an upload. But first of all, let's just ask, what is your person thinking about you right now? How are they thinking about you? How are they thinking about the connection? What is their honest thoughts? What is pile number 3's person's honest thoughts about pile number 3 and the connection? What is really going on for them in their head about pile number 3 and the connection? So we've got the 8 of Pentacles. What else? What are they really, really thinking about pile number 3 and the connection right now? What are their honest thoughts? 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, yeah, 7 of Cups. And I feel like this one wants to come out, which is the Tower. Okay. And it's the 3 of Cups. So I feel like, with the Lovers card here and the 3 of Cups, this you might be in a situation here where it's not clear. Obviously it's not clear because you're having this reading, but it's not clear because it's a three-way thing, or you're caught up in a three-party situation, or you're caught up in a situation where there are choices here, because the 3 of Cups can talk about the overarching energies. The 3 of Cups, which can talk about a three-way situation, or some other it doesn't have to be another person, but a third element that is kind of getting in the way of the connection. That might be why we have the Rabbit card here, where there's a lot of anxiety, where you need to pick up on the red flags, you need to be intuitive in this situation. There are challenges to it, without a doubt, because this person, we've got the Tower card, so the way they're thinking is that, something might have come apart, or there may be a danger of something that seems solid and secure to come crumbling down. So either that this person is thinking that has actually happened, or they're worried that is actually going to happen. So it's either going to happen with you and them, or it's going to happen with them and somebody else, or they're thinking that there's going to be disaster, because the Tower card is a stable, secure situation, or something that you thought was stable and secure coming crashing down. And it's normally because it's a revelation, or something has come to light because it wasn't really built on firm foundations to begin with. So it was inevitable that it was going to crumble, that it was going to fall. So it might be that this situation is in a period of separation now. It could be because of a third element that's got in the way. Central to it is the Seven of Cups, which is indecisive energy, and that goes with the rabbit, you know, not being clear, not being very worried and stressed and anxious. And when you're worried and stressed and anxious, it influences your ability to be able to make decisions. You are, chemically, hormonally, it's difficult. Your body has all these hormones going around when you're stressed, and it's harder to make a decision. And I feel like that's what's going on with your person at the moment. This situation is stressing them out. That's causing them to have anxiety. It could be because it's coming to separation, or there's potential for their world to be disrupted in some way. It's about making a choice. Again, the Seven of Cups is about choices. This person faced with all these different choices goes with the Lover's card, and they can't make a decision. So that increases their stress. It increases their anxiety because they can't make a decision. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles, they know that they need to, I feel like they know that they need to work hard, I think, to keep hold of this connection. I feel like that's what's really going on. They need to master, because this is a card of mastery. It makes me feel that your person is struggling to master or get control of either how they're feeling and thinking, or get control of the situation in some way. And that's why they need to have this quiet time, or somebody needs to have this quiet time to be reflective, to gain wisdom, to use their intuition to go inward, because there needs to be a somehow the situation needs to be controlled. There's a lack of control, I think, in the way that they're thinking, or they're thinking that it's come out of control. So maybe something has come to light, there's been some revelation, that's caused chaos. It could be a third element here. It could be as well that this is a work-related connection or a work-related crush, where they have feelings for you. They are dreaming about you with the Seven of Cups here. That's all about dreaming. It's a daydreaming card. But they know that if they made a move, maybe because they're in a settled situation, maybe they're a mature person in a settled connection, they know that if they made a move, it would cause upset and upheaval and challenges and difficulties, and that is worrying them, that is stressing them out. But in actual fact, the connection brings them joy, it brings them happiness, it brings, because that's the other reading of the Three of Cups here, which is joy, happiness and celebration. It brings them joy, happiness and celebration, but it has, a double-edged sword, because it brings anxiety, because they acted on it. It would bring down their stable, secure, or what they think is a stable, secure life. So that's just some of the things that could be happening around what is going on in this situation. But it's definitely a significant, what I feel is it's a significant situation for them. But you are being asked to listen to the red flags, to take heed of whatever red flags there are in this situation for you, pile number 3. Certainly with this redness of this Lover's card here, and the redness around the rabbit, and also the possibility of maybe a three-way situation here. In terms of astrological signs, Eight of Pentacles, that is Virgo energy. Seven of Cups is Scorpio. Three of Cups, that is Cancer energy. I feel this person is deep in their feelings. It's like they're out of control with their feelings. They're very, very, very anxious. Or maybe it's you. There's a lot of anxiety in this situation. It feels to me like there's a lot of worry, a lot of indecision, a lot of things that have fallen apart. Or there's a potential as a threat with the rabbit card here being on high alert. There's a threat for that to happen in some way. Maybe you're just in a situation, and it's at a crossroads, and that's why you've got the Lovers. It's at a crossroads, and you don't know neither of you know what road to take. You're confused. There's a lot of confusion. And I feel like your person has a lot of confusion at the moment. They're not clear, but they know that you mean a lot to them. I think that's what they do know. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So, please tell me, how is pile number 3's person feeling? That's what they're thinking. Those are some of the things that they're thinking. They're thinking that, they can't make a decision, that they're unclear, that there's a potential for chaos, or chaos has already ensued, that they need to master the situation, they need to work at it maybe. But they're thinking in many ways that it brings them joy, it brings them happiness, but there might be a third element involved in this. So how are they feeling? Please can you make it clear to me, how is pile number 3's person feeling right now towards pile number 3 and the connection? 5 of Pentacles. How are they feeling? 6 of Wands. How are they feeling towards pile number 3 right now? How are they feeling towards pile number 3 and the connection? The Lovers again. So they are definitely, and the 7 of Swords. So something happened, maybe something happened in this situation with the 7 of Swords, because that can be a tricky energy. That can be a trickster energy. It can be somebody having done something wrong, not acted maturely, maybe, or stolen something, or taken something that doesn't belong to them, as shown in here. This is taken an egg from this nest, or done something that caused. So maybe this is a situation where you're in a situation with this person, and then they did something with the 7 of Swords here, or maybe you did something, or they're thinking that you did something to cause the stability or the security of it to come tumbling down, which has created anxiety, worry, stress, challenges. But they actually see you. They see you they see you as such a significant person. I mean, but again, the Lovers can talk about choices. So maybe it's around choices, somebody else, a third party in some way. But I feel like with the Lovers coming up twice, they see you as a very significant relationship. They do want to be recognised by you again, because we have the 6 of Wands, which is all about victory and recognition, coming under the 7 of Cups. So maybe they were dithery. They thought they had lots of choices. They thought they could just go off and do what they wanted. Pick and choose whoever they wanted with 3 of Cups here. And it caused the situation to fall apart, or it caused distrust in the situation. But they do want to. They want. Because this is a very reciprocal energy with this six of Wands here. They're both, there's a sort of a relationship here between the bird and this. The bird is giving this woman a ride, and she's giving them nectar from this flower. There's a give and take. So I feel like this person does want to get back into balance with you, but they feel very out in the cold. They feel really out in the cold from you. They feel, and the candle's gone out. So they feel out in the cold there. They feel like the situation has died, that it has the light has gone out of the situation. That's kind of what they're feeling, and they want to master that. So underneath this card of mastery, of working at it, maybe they're feeling like they're trying their best to work at it. They're trying to figure out ways to overcome the challenges. That might be why I had that hit about, well, maybe they need, maybe you need to sort of ignore the challenges. Maybe they're trying to ignore the challenges of maybe being out in the cold, but because they want to be with you again. I feel like they want transformation, because I just see this little butterfly. I've just been seeing the little butterflies around that female figure there, and I feel like they want transformation. But the overarching energy is the fact that there was this sense of trickery, or this sense of distrust or inauthenticity, or lack of authenticity, I should say, maybe around a third-party situation, or maybe around a betrayal in some way. So maybe there was something like that, a choice that they made, which they now regret. And I feel it's making them on high alert. There's a lot of anxiety with them, and there's a need for wisdom. I think they realise there's a need for wisdom. That's kind of what's going on, I think, in this situation. So you might be in separation from this person, or you might be in a situation that's very difficult, where your person is being presented with these choices, and I feel like they are wanting, because you've got the Lovers card twice. I just feel like they're wanting to choose you, but I feel like they're thinking there's a long way to go. There's a long way to go with that, really, because they're so out in the cold here. And they cherished something maybe that they shouldn't have. They should have really cherished you, but they didn't. They cherished something that they shouldn't have somehow. Let's see what other guidance we've got. So in terms of astrological signs, here we've got the 5 of Pentacles. That is Taurus energy. We've got Six of Wands. That is Leo energy. And the Lovers is obviously Gemini. That's come up twice, hasn't it? And Five of Wands. That is, again, Leo energy. There might have been a lot of pride with this person before, in the past. So let's see, is there any guidance for pile number 3 in this situation for them, please? Any guidance for pile number 3 about how they should deal with this situation? Confidence, it comes with time and practice. So don't let this situation or any situation have robbed you of your confidence, pile number 3. You know, don't allow that to happen. And it's funny that I should have drawn attention to Leo, because Leo is all about confidence. So maybe there's a need for you to step into sort of Leo power, really, and you know, step into your own power, really, your own confidence. You know, like I said, listening to the red flags. If there are red flags in this situation and you still feel that there are red flags in this situation, you know, you need to listen to that, really. What else have we got here? Because maybe this person just didn't act maturely, or didn't value the situation, didn't value you, and I feel like they're regretting that now. But you know, you don't have to, you know, it's about, you know, you don't have to respond to that. What advice is there for pile number 3 in this situation? Okay, so this is the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. And then we've got here, we've got emotions are running high. Yeah, with the rabbit here, I feel like there's really emotional high alert here. Supermoon, emotions are running high. I mean, full moons are all about results, so maybe this is a time of maybe there is going to be some results in this situation one way or another. I mean, supermoon, I think supermoon indicates luck, so maybe there is some luck in this situation, or there's a need for some luck in this situation. Oh, what's that one? So that's fallen on the floor. I'm just going to pick that up. So just bear with me while I put you on pause while I do that. Okay, pile number 3, and back here. So this card that fell on the floor is support. So maybe you just need some support in this situation, some guidance about how you want to proceed in this situation. But there's some, I think this is also a card telling you, you know, you've got support around you from your guides. You know, your spirit guides, your... you know, they're there wanting, underneath this confidence card, you know, they're there wanting to guide you, to support you, to help you to understand and know your worth, your self-worth, really. Because maybe this situation for some of you, you know, made you question that, and it shouldn't. You know, any situation that makes you question your self-worth or doesn't value you is, you know, not a situation you want to be in, really, is it? Let's see what else we've got. See any other guidance for pile number 3 and their person. Pile number 3. This is our last one, I think, and this one is abundance. Now it's funny, isn't it, because the rabbit card also, you know, because rabbits equate with abundance as well as anxiety and stress and intuition. There's also abundance. I feel like this is a message for you to say, look, you know, irrespective of this situation, whether you stay in it or not, or whether it comes back to you, you know, there's an abundance of things for you. There's an abundance of opportunities for you, pile number 3. You know, so don't forget that, because you, you know, you are, you know, it's about remembering that you're a beautiful person, a beautiful soul, and, you know, you have got in yourself lots of opportunities, and it's about remembering those, remembering, you know, all your gifts, beautiful gifts and talents, and the things that you can offer to the world, and that is, you know, going to be attractive to, you know, lots of people. It doesn't have to be this, you know, you don't have to be in a situation if that's not being valued or recognised. But anyway, pile number 3, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.